Welcome to Chamba Sports, where we highlight our community in the youth sports space and talk about the real passion behind the sports and how it heals us and makes us the best players in the game. With the help of our athletes, our coaches, our parents, and the fans, today we have our special guest, Raymond Valderrama.
Hi.
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 How you feeling today, Ray?
I'm good.
Did we wake you up too early?
No,
No?
I'm okay.
Okay.
He said, "Hello, world." I'm back.
Just as a little backstory, we've known Raymond since he was 5 years old, and we know how passionate he is about football. Because one day he wants to make sure he makes it to the NFL. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna make that happen.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna make that happen. So, Ray, tell us a little bit about what you play right now.
My position or
Yep.
I play football.
Okay.
I play running back, but I'm playing quarterback right now. I
Who do you
already
play for?
I play for Golden Valley.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
You also play safety,
Oh yeah.
right?
I
A
play
little bit.
safety. A little bit of
Sprinkle
DB,
DB,
cornerback.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Swiss Army knife.
Yep.
He's everything.
Yep.
That's good. That's good in a player.
Okay.
Coachable.
So we've watched you play since you were little, right? We know how passionate you are about the sport, but tell us a little bit about why you're so passionate about the sport.
I don't know. I just want to be able to be in the NFL. So when I'm older, I could just like lay down and not have to do anything.
Dang, it's for the money.
Yeah.
No. Let's dig a little deeper than that.
Yeah.
All right. So, did your parents play?
No.
Or your grandparents?
No.
So where'd you find the passion for football? Like,
My-
did you just put a football in your hand and you just took off and like, oh man,
Started running.
I gotta act for it.
My bigger brother.
Oh,
My older brother?
Yeah.
Just wanting to be like him, I guess.
So he was playing. So he was the first one in your family, like, because your dad didn't play or anything,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
he was the first one to start playing. You kind of saw him play. And,
Yeah.
All right. And then when you were little, because you were like the all-star player when you were like 7 years old, right? You were over
Mhm.
here coaching him.
Yeah, even juking at me out of my shoes, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, this kid got an act for it.
So how did you like that passion, right? You grew up playing the game. When did it hit you that you were like, oh, I could watch these? By the way, your team is the Cowboys, right? You were probably watching the
Yeah.
Cowboys and you were like saying, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Uh-huh.
When did that kind of hit?
I don't know. It's always NFL has always been the goal, I guess. So,
Always been
And what
Yeah.
player inspired you?
I like Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn Lynch.
Beast mode.
Yeah.
All right.
A lot of players like Ezekiel Elliott.
Mm-hmm.
What do you see in them? Is it just the skill? Is it the life? Like, what is it that like motivates you?
Like the grit, how tough they are. I like how hard they run. So
Sorry, I was waiting for you to say an Eagle player, but all right. Westbrook, maybe.
Westbrook.
McCoy,
No.
old school.
No.
See, Westbrook
No.
was my inspiration. That's why I had the number 36 when I was younger.
Westbrook.
Westbrook, man, he was a monster.
I'm better.
Yeah.
You're better?
You're
better. Ray's better. All right, right. Well, we know that you're a JV player right now, right? Coach V on the other side of the field, right?
Uh-huh.
But how do you feel right now? Like, we know that last year you went through a little setback. And can you talk about that setback a little bit?
I broke my arm.
You broke your arm?
Yeah,
How'd you break your arm?
I practiced. Just happened.
It just happened?
Just happened.
Oh, sorry, you want me to elaborate on
Yeah,
that? Okay.
elaborate a little bit.
So it was after the first game, Sunnyside. Yeah, we ended up taking an L on that one. They're just a really physical team. But after that, the practice, just one wrong fall, just ended it right there for him. Trust me, we all knew that he was going to be something special. Didn't get to use him for the rest of the year. It hurt. So, but now that he's back, he's ready. He looks good out there on the practice field. We got our first game in about a couple weeks, so we're excited.
You excited? I'm
Yeah.
excited because,
Yeah.
I want to make sure we get some really good highlights of it. We know what you can do, right? We just want to make sure that the world sees, too, what you can do, right? So you're an all-star player, and
Mm-hmm.
that's something that we saw since you were little.
Yeah.
We know exactly that you have the passion in it. You know what you want out of it.
That's good. All right, so what college you want to go to?
My dream college,
Come on, you gotta go to college before you go to the NFL. So
UCLA.
UCLA.
Yeah, stay close to home.
And who's the coach over there right now?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Wasn't it? It wasn't UCLA, right?
I don't
Wasn't
know.
Chip Kelly?
I don't know.
You don't want to go to Fresno?
No.
No. I thought
There.
Well, he has the grades for UCLA, so
he
that's
does have
great.
the grades. So give us a little background on those grades because you've always been a really good student. So where do you sit at right now?
Like a 3.5.
Nice.
Okay.
Decent.
Decent, but
Yeah.
almost a 4.0, right? Like
Yeah.
literally almost every semester a 4.0 student. And how do you think like grades are gonna play like a big part? Do you think they're gonna play a big part when you start applying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. I know a lot of schools don't accept kids with bad grades, and like, even though how good you are at a sport, it doesn't matter if you have bad grades.
Yeah, it's called student athlete.
Yeah.
Now, if this was the NBA we're talking about, he could probably go from high school straight to without college. But hey, this ain't the NBA.
Yeah.
Can't
It's
even
okay.
do that no more.
They don't.
No.
Oh, see, I'm way out of time then.
Yeah.
I'm not the Kobe Bryant era right there. So.
Yeah. So, tell us like what role you play the what do you call it?
Swiss Army knife.
Swiss.
That means that you can put him in anywhere, any position, and he'll do great in it.
Okay, so we know that, but how does that kind of play a role into what you are to your teammates? Like, are you a role model to your teammates on the team, or how does that, like, how do you motivate them, or how's that?
I would call myself a motivator, being an older guy, and then playing with the freshmen too.
Okay.
I feel like you just have to be a leader and show them that, like, to get out their shoes and stuff. Like, stop being nervous. But
Okay. But you're not nervous on the field. I know you're a little nervous
No.
right now, but on the field, you were a complete monster, right?
Yeah, I'm not nervous on the field.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I could second that too, because whenever he runs through somebody or hits the hole real quick and then gets out of there, it's just and then breaks out for a touchdown. It's just the other kids are like, God dang, he's fast.
Yeah.
Or like, man, he's strong. Because then even when he blocks, it's like he gets a hold of him and like I said, he makes his block and he does great. So all the coaches want to use him, but only a few coaches can have him. So.
So that's exciting because when you go on and do bigger things, they're gonna be wanting to fight for you, right?
Yep.
We gotta make sure that happens. So anybody watching this and want Raymond to be,
And he's been doing
there-
the weight room too, so that's a big factor into football.
Yeah.
Weight room is very important. Like I said, you got to get stronger. Your legs got to get stronger. Your upper body got to be able to take the hits, keep on going. But yeah, he's been doing good in the weight room too. Been coming back slowly with the arm. His legs though, squats and everything been good. How much do you squat, by the way?
355 right
355
now. 55.
as a sophomore. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's really
Actually,
good.
technically, he was a sophomore right when he when he went from. Oh, okay, yeah. So
You
sophomore.
overthink it, baby.
Oh no, I'm just saying if maybe it was a freshman, but no, he was ready. It was summertime already. So
Yeah,
But you were doing all of that in summer, right? You were
Yeah.
making sure that you were like in the gym every single day. Is
Yeah.
that so? What kind of is like your morning routine? Like right now, you guys have practice in the morning, but in the summer, what were you doing?
Well, it wasn't really the summertime. It was still during school.
Okay.
After weight room, I would go to the gym. So I would have my practices, and then I'll go straight to the gym after. I feel like you just gotta stay consistent to get better.
Yeah. And right now, are you going to the gym still? Like you got a 3-hour practice, right? And then
yeah.
are you going to the gym after? Because that's motivation. I mean, we gotta tell Bubba those kind.
Not really, but I still make sure I keep myself active.
Okay. But you eat right too, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
I'll make
you sure you be right? You sure?
He
Yeah.
does.
All right.
Yeah.
A cup of noodles don't count.
No.
though.
No,
It's a lot
that's
of
Bubba.
sodium.
That's
That's
Bubba.
Bubba.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, then, what would you say for the kids that don't have gym equipment or nothing?
Yeah.
How would they keep grinding? Would you say?
Push-ups, run around your neighborhood, sit-ups, everything.
Just to
You can
stay
search
active?
your workouts from home.
Because you didn't always have weights, right?
No.
But when you came into the weight scene, like I said, you were pretty strong as it is.
Yep.
So
But you were always working out, right?
Yeah.
Like, even since you were little.
Yeah.
And then, so when did you? I mean, we know when you kind of started playing, but tell the audience like tell them, like, when did you actually start playing, tackle football? Because, there's regular, like, we have
Yeah.
little clips of you when you were playing, flag, but when did you actually start playing tackle?
My first time was in 5th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I wasn't that good.
You
I was playing up with people older than me, so I didn't really play as much, but it was a good experience for me.
Yeah, you liked it though?
Yeah,
So, and who'd you play for?
I played for the Outlaws.
The
It was like
Outlaws. Okay.
a travel team.
And then you went to
I went to the Bullpups.
for Golden Empire, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of the kids in the youth sports space, do you recommend, like, do you kind of like recommend that they go and play, through one of those leagues first so that they get the experience before they go into high school?
Yeah, I feel like that experience is a big thing, and then going from that to high school is also a big jump.
And what age group do you think that they should start tackling? That's a big, well, that's
It's
a big
just-
question right
yeah, it's a
there.
question.
That a lot of people try to
They
ask.
changed it up, huh?
They didn't change it up really,
Not
but
yet, but I think
yeah,
they were
they're
going to
thinking
start
about
like
it.
13
Yeah.
or something like that. But
see, because my own personal view is we should wait until they get the fundamentals down.
Mhm.
So if you got a little one like 6, 7 years old, they're already tackling, they're hitting hard and everything, but
Yeah.
I want them to get the fundamentals, footwork, catching abilities, all that stuff before they're able to put on pads and say, you know what, I'm going to hit.
Yep.
So what do you think?
I feel they should let the kids play at any age.
Tackling, right?
Yeah.
wow,
Put a-
you're
put a-
like,
put an infant in-
put a 6-year-old in and just go
he's,
for it.
he's saying put a 3-year-old, put a helmet on him and say, go for it, man. Barely walk.
Yeah.
Is there age that you want to start at, do you think?
Maybe like 9.
Oh, okay.
Nine.
Okay.
9.
Do you think it's just because it gets them prepared to kind of
Yeah.
get to know what to
Yeah.
experience? Because it's a dangerous sport, right? I mean, you broke your arm. There's a bunch of injuries. Sometimes there's concussions. Of course, there's all these things into play to help the youth, right? Like concussion protocols and all these things. But things happen, right? On the field, especially like Bubba. Our son plays with him, and so it's really, really scary sometimes when he gets hurt because I want to rush down the field, and I'm sure your mama feels the same way sometimes when things happen to you on the field. So it's nerve wracking. But do you get scared, or how, like what do you kind of give us an advice of, like, you as a player to the parents? Because your mom went through it, right? You broke your arm. She was there for you. Like,
You do not want to hear that story.
yeah, I know. We won't share
That was
that.
a funny story, but yeah,
we
you
won't
don't
share
wanna
that
hear
here. But give us some advice, like, as parents, like, should we be like, oh my God, I'm gonna go rush down the field if something happens to my child, or are you guys okay? And like kind of say, or does it all kind of fill out for the player? Is it different for everyone?
No, I feel like it goes as to the parent. I know a lot of parents baby their kids more than others.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
They do, baby.
Yeah.
What?
A lot.
Okay.
Yes, you baby a lot.
But I don't know.
Let the kid get hit, and he'll get up.
Yeah.
Eventually, he'll get up.
Okay. You think that's okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So just kind of letting us. All right.
See, and that's the other side of that conversation is that for a kid to know exactly how to get hit, and what Raymond's talking about is that eventually he'll learn from that little experience about how to protect himself when he gets hit. So
Yeah.
that's the other side of the coin of where you want your kid to be safe too, but also you want him to learn how to take a hit and be able to get back up and keep going. So.
And do you think you learned that from, like, your coaches, like
Yeah.
all the coaches you had growing up? Do you think you kind of learned that from them?
Yeah. Because they always let me know it's just a part of the game. Like, you
Okay.
get hit every play, so.
Okay. So they just kind of.
Hey, he might have changed my opinion. Who knows?
Yeah.
So for anybody else out there, though, for the kids growing up and trying to, get their foot or trying to find out which sport they like, how did you find out that football was your only sport that you like? Well, not only sport, but I mean, how does that's your main sport?
I feel like you just gotta try everything out.
Did you try everything?
Everybody's like better at something. Like, I feel like if I were to hop into soccer, I'll suck. So
So what if they would have put a football? Oh, what if your brother would have went to football first? I mean, sorry, soccer first. Would it have affected you and you would have went straight to soccer?
I don't know, maybe.
Maybe, huh?
Yeah,
So he
You
has a
never
big
know.
influence on you.
yeah,
And he was gonna go play, right?
yeah. He's gonna go play college.
Okay. And but he's a great player too, right?
He's all right.
He's all right. Okay. He's not Raymond. He's not Raymond, but it's okay.
Very competitive household right there.
And how do you stay, like, mentally and, like, we know how you stay physically, active, but mentally, like, it's tough, right? You're a student. You have to keep up with your grades. You have to keep up with the sport. you have to keep up with, your home, right? Because you guys got chores to do, right? So how do you stay mentally like in that state of like, I'm gonna be the best?
I feel like you just gotta want it, and like you just gotta understand what it takes to, like, that you have to have your schoolwork done in order to play sports. So yeah.
Because you're really motivated, right? You're really motivated to the sport and to your grades. So,
Yeah.
like, that's something that we've always seen since you were little. Like, we know that you want this. Like, you want to be in the NFL no matter what. So, that's really, like, inspiring to hear that, you're going into your sophomore year, you know what you want by the time you get out, of high school.
Yeah, good mindset for a young kid. Well, I mean, he's already inspired me and all the young other ones too.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm gonna get back out there and start playing football. But just to catch her again, just what you said, the work-life balance is important, even as an adult too. You got to find that good ground where you're not working too much or not playing football too much, but you're also creating that that life balance too to relax, because football takes a beating on you. Right now we're at 3-hour practices, man. It's brutal. It's brutal on your body, especially when you try to play both sides of the ball, or you're just participating in scout team or anything like that. So, like I said, just make sure, like I said, when you relax, you actually relax. You take injuries seriously, because a lot of kids, just want to get back out there, just go right away and but we need you for the long run, not the short run. So we need you to get better. So there's no shame in sitting out just for a little bit and getting yourself together. So
yeah. Well, on top of that, so we'll finish it off. But what do you do for fun? Like, what is your fun? Because
does he have fun? No,
we know we know what what you like to do for fun. But tell the audience, what do you like to do for fun? And I'm sure other kids are doing the same thing.
I like to hang out with my friends, obviously. I like to play video games.
What's the video game you're on right now, though?
NCAA.
How you doing in there right now?
I'm good.
Yeah.
You still coach, right?
Yeah.
Still the motivator.
2-time natty winner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So what do you give some advice to the younger generation if they're playing football and they want to be like Raymond? They, what should they do to be like Raymond?
And NCAA?
Well, in both.
Just work hard.
Keep
your mind focused on what you want.
And in NCAA, what do they got to do?
NCAA? I don't know. You can't beat me.
You can't beat me.
All right.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah,
we can't beat him.
We're waiting for Coach V over here to get his PS5 so he can start playing you, and then we'll really see who
For everybody else, I got a PC, not a PS5. Right?
Yeah.
So
okay.
I'm gonna get one of those soon so I can challenge him, right? Because he almost lost in Madden for me, but I let him win.
Yeah.
Anybody else, you don't want to give your gamer tag out because you're too scared, but it's all right.
Okay.
It's all right.
So thank you, Raymond, for joining us. We're so excited to see. But what should we look forward to? Like rushing yards, or I don't even know this talk, but I'm gonna leave it to you. Go ahead.
Oh, so what's your season gonna look like?
What's my season gonna look like?
Come on.
I want at least 2,000 rushing yards.
2,000 rushing yards.
Okay.
Obviously, I want a winning record. I want to go undefeated. That's really it, to be honest.
Hey, you got a okay schedule there though. You got Morro Bay looking forward to.
Yeah.
Go down there in the Bay and take it over.
When's your first scrimmage?
The 17th.
Okay, and then you guys got 10 games after that?
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
Winning streak though, right? You want a winning streak. Okay.
I was looking for more for stats. What how many touchdowns?
How many touchdowns?
Yeah.
20.
20 touchdowns.
20 touchdowns in the season.
20.
Any receiving? I don't
If they come,
then you're going to get them. All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, we thank you. Thank you again. And we're excited. We can't wait to see what the season looks like. We'll grab some highlights and we'll bring you back after the season and kind of look at your record and see where you went from there. Thank you again. We thank all of you guys for watching. And once again, thank you to our sponsor, R&R Recycling. If you guys have your recycles and, you want to make some extra cash, especially youngsters, right? If you want to make some extra cash, you want to go buy that NCAA game, make sure you hit up R&R Recycling Center, and we'll post a link on our socials. Thanks.